In this edition of Michigan Golf Scene, we're going to take you out to the Michigan Golf Show out in Novi, as we're going to talk to a variety of vendors. We're also going to take you to the AJGA up at Boyne. We're going to be joining a couple of golf courses, talking to some professional players, including some very well-known ones, and a whole lot more. Right now, stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Thad Zott with Zott M59 Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. It's April, and you know what time it is.
Joe Koser here, and it's time for hockey in the D.
Whoa, big fella. I'm Rod Allen, and I'm here to tell you it's time for baseball in the D.
Rod, Joe, you're both right. But there is one thing bigger in the D. The deal, baby! DealsInTheD.com is where you'll find every vehicle listed with our very best price.
During our spring clearance event, we have leases starting at $129 per month. DealsInTheD.com.
That's country strong.
Matt Goldie was one of the best golfers in southeastern Michigan as a high school and then a college player. Well, now he's went to work in the golfing world, and he's going to tell us what he's up to. Matt Goldie, I remember it. I'm feeling very, very old because I remember...
Bunch of nostalgia.
Yeah, I remember when you were playing in high school, golf and that, and now you're working for Golf Tech and you're a PGA Pro. Actually, let's start with your college golf. How was that experience for you? Was it worth it playing all that high school golf?
Oh, absolutely. I don't think I would give that experience up for anything in terms of what I've learned and the people that I've networked with just in golf in general. You know, it's driven my career, and it's led to me a fantastic company to work for with Golf Tech, and things are looking bright.
Now, what makes Golf Tech stand out amongst everybody that's giving golf lessons these days?
So what makes Golf Tech different is we take a unique approach of how we discover what's going wrong with a student's swing. We're looking at an analytical aspect of motion measurement technology. We've got side and front view cameras, and we're really taking a deep dive into what is actually making the student have their issues on and off the golf course. Now,
obviously, you're using all the little simulators. You can track the ball flight, the speed, backspin.
Yeah.
You can do all those kinds of things. What is the number one thing you see wrong that amateur golfers do, and how easy it is to fix it?
I think, and anybody can attest to this, is, they have a slice that's, it's something that they've been working on, they've invested time and money into trying to fix. And, that's probably 99% of the people that we see coming into Golf Tech. And that's probably one of the easiest things to fix. That's what we do every day, day in and day out. So if you see yourself kind of like that, come and stop by our booth. We're at 5:30 at the Michigan Golf Show. We'd love to talk to you about your golf swing.
And then finally, I guess the end result, are a lot of guys coming in all season long?
Yeah, so we're a facility. We've got a location in Novi, Troy, and Lakeside Township. Troy and Lakeside are both brand new stores, and that offers a place to be inside the winter months. Where you're trying to fight for a bay at Carl's, or you've got reserve practice time at our facilities where you're going to be able to use the same motion analysis and swing analysis cameras that we're going to use just like in a lesson for you to practice. So it's a little bit more dedicated too, and you can basically get a lot done in a short amount of time with us.
Matthew, it's great catching up with you again. Good luck. Sounds like the show's opening up. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely, appreciate it.
This is for every girl who's ever been laughed at or told she doesn't belong.
This is for every girl who's been told she's too loud, too quiet, too this or too that.
This is for every girl who thinks her body isn't good enough.
This is for every girl who feels she doesn't fit in.
This is for every girl who's been told that success and kindness are two different things.
This is for every girl who's been told to give up.
This is us crushing it for you, so you can crush it for the next girl.
We love going to all the different golf venues in Michigan, and occasionally they come up for the Michigan Golf Show from south of the border. And this includes Mid-Ohio Golf Travel, and we're going to talk to them more and why we should go down there and go check it out and play some rounds. Nightmare Golf Course, which is located right off of I-75 going up, I think, north of Gaylord. We're going to talk about what makes that a must-play destination golf course here in Michigan. What makes the Nightmare and the Dream such a must-play destination?
Well, like a lot of destination courses, you know, it's absolutely fun to play, fantastic condition. Our superintendent does a great job keeping the courses up. But as a lot of people down here point out, we are a little bit closer than a lot of the Gaylord courses. So, you know, on your way north, we're about 2.5 hours north of the Novi area, but we are definitely closer to home. We get a lot of people who stop and play on their way to Gaylord or on their way back. So definitely must-play courses, and you have a lot of fun there.
Now, it looks like you're a stay-and-play destination. You have 2 courses. It looks like you got a place that you can stay, or?
Yeah, we work with a hotel in the area. We do have stay-and-play packages set up. 3 courses that we primarily run: Dream, the Nightmare, and the West Branch Country Club. You know, all great tracks, a lot of fun to play, and we definitely won't be disappointed playing them.
Taking a look, what's a memory that most golfers say that they come, they play your courses, and then they come back? What do they say that brings them back?
Just the condition. You know, we take a lot of pride in customer service. You know, when you bring a group to our courses, we definitely take good care of you. A lot of the groups that come definitely come back, repeat customers. You know, when groups get done playing at our course, they book for the next year. We've got some weekends that are already booked for 2019, so you know, as we continue to grow, you know, we get more play year after year. A unique thing with us, neither course has a liquor license, so people can bring their own drinks. They really, you know, enjoy that, save you a little bit of money on the, you know, beverage side of things. We do supply you with ice and coolers, so that's, you know, definitely one advantage of the courses.
So if you're a golfer and you're a do-it-yourselfer and you're one of those guys that you're told you can't bring liquor anywhere else, if they come up to your area, they're in good shape.
Yep.
This is for every girl who's ever been laughed at or told she doesn't belong.
This is for every girl who's been told she's too loud, too quiet, too this or too that.
This is for every girl who thinks her body isn't good enough.
This is for every girl who feels she doesn't fit in.
This is for every girl who's been told that success and kindness are 2 different things.
This is for every girl who's been told to give up.
This is us crushing it for you, so you can crush it for the next girl.
When you talk golf tours, I love it that there are so many options for Michigan players to play. We're going to check out right now the Mulligan Golf Tour. They've been around a long time, and right now we're going to talk to one of their aficionados, and he's going to tell us why you need to contact them. It's Martin from the Mulligan Tour, and you guys have been going around now for, this is your 25th?
1996. I've been playing with them since almost the inception, since 2000. We've been in business for, we're a recreational golf league. We cater to the recreational golfer all the way from, we've had as low as -1, I think was our lowest one ever, and handicap, or +1. And then we've got them all the way up to 30 handicap.
Now, do you have different divisions?
Yes, we do.
So how does that work?
Well, you pick and choose what divisions you want. We have a central division, an eastern division, and a western division. And a lot of times there's 2 divisions going on in one weekend. We play mostly Saturdays and Sundays. Once in a while we'll play on a Friday afternoon, but mostly Saturdays and Sundays. But you pick what division you're in. If you're in a division, like for instance the Pineview here, this is a Western Division championship. It's played at Pineview Golf Course, but you play that and you win the trophy. It's a traveling trophy. You get your name engraved on it for 1 year. You can take it home for a year, and you turn it back in. Then we have our major tournaments too, like our player championships. We have one tournament at the end of the year that's a Ryder Cup format. We play one division against the other division. If the one division that didn't play this year, they will play the following year.
So You guys have what, live leaderboard scoring?
Yes, we do.
So you have like an app and somebody can
Yes.
see how they're doing?
Yes, we do.
They're playing and
Yes.
see whether they should lay up or go for
Yep,
it?
yep. Some people like to look, just like in the pros. Some people like to look at the leaderboard. Some of us don't. But yes, you can tell on the leaderboard who's doing what, and judge yourself from there.
What's new for 2020? Anything in particular?
We're going more to the world handicap system, like this new, not new system, but it's new for the USGA. So we play your handicap. We're not exactly USGA handicap because we break a couple rules. We're a recreational golf league. We break a couple rules. We call the Mulligan Tour because we can take a mulligan on the first tee, which a lot of leagues do. But we also we have a 3-putt maximum, and we don't play stroke and distance. We play, if you're out of bounds, most people know what stroke and distance is. So we break a couple rules, but our number one rule in our league is to have fun. The second rule is See Rule 1. So we like to have fun. I wouldn't be doing this for 20 years. You're not going to make a whole lot of money doing this. A tournament might cost you $40 or $50 to get into it. You might win $30, but you get a trophy. So it's a very nice recreational league. You meet some very nice people in the league. At one time we had a young girl that used to play with us, so we are youth friendly. She now plays college golf. And we have not a senior division, but we moved up to senior tees now too. Anybody over 57 can play senior tees now.
Travel
all over Southeast Michigan? Yes.
Well, that sounds like a good time. How do people get in touch with you if they want to join?
The best place is themulligantour.com. It's more informative than anything we could tell you or any brochure. It's an exceptionally good website, and if you got any questions, we have a money back guarantee. If you want to try it, you don't like us, you can walk away. We'll give you your money back. Not for the golf you played, but we'll give you your membership fee back.
Homeward bound, I wish I was homeward bound. Home, where my thoughts are escaping. Home, where my music's playing. Home, where my love lies waiting silently for me. Homeward bound, I wish I was homeward bound. Home, where my thoughts are escaping. Home, where my music's playing. Home, where my love lies waiting silently for me.
The AJGA was at the Coca-Cola Classic playing up at Boyne Highlands. They played at the Moore course, which is a terrific golf course. We're going to talk to Ken Griffin. He's going to tell us a little bit more, including the 2 toughest holes on that course that will challenge all the golfers.
And now we're standing on hole number 10. So to start off the back 9, this hole is very typical of the Moore course here at Boyne Highlands, which was the second golf course built here, designed by Bill Newcomb and John Robinson, and opened in 1974. Hole number 10 is a par 4 that plays just under 400 yards for the boys and will play about 340 yards for the girls. As you can see behind me, trees line both sides of this fairway. And what you can't see from the tee box is wetland over on the left-hand side as you get on the fairway. And as you go out past the landing zone, you also have a pond that comes into play on the right-hand side of the course. But the challenge doesn't stop here at the tee box. What happens is you'll land and you have about 120 to 150 yards in. That is all carry from the landing zone. Golfers will need to still steer clear of the trees, not only here off the tee, but also the approach into the green. As I said, you have a long carry over. You have bunkers also protecting both the right and left-hand sides of a relatively narrow green. But once again, the green funnels toward the middle to help you out a little bit as long as you can stay out of the trouble. We're standing about 140 yards downrange from the tee box on the 18th here at the Moore. It's a very demanding par 5 finishing hole. Plays about 525 yards for the boys and about 465 yards for the girls. The 18th is a recap of everything that you could have experienced here on the Moore course. Water, check. Okay. Wetlands, check. Bunkers, check. Dog legs, a couple of them. And water again to take you into the finishing hole. This hole is one of the most exciting finishing holes that we offer here at Boyne Golf, and we give you 2 options off the tee box with a very big choice to make. It's a very big test for these 12 to 19-year-old boys and girls from as far away as California, Washington, Texas, Florida, Virginia. We've got a great representation here in the Midwest and also a few from Ontario. The majority of the golfers will follow what we call the Z pattern and play down to the right-hand side, which is actually easily the safest route here. So your tee shot will put you 220, 230 yards out. The only problem is from that tee shot, you don't have a clear shot at the green. So it's going to require a 150 to 170 yard shot back across in between the 2 ponds, and then you're going to have approximately 175 to 100 yard shot into the green. But for those that are more aggressive, you can go directly through the path of the trees, obviously trying to avoid the 2 trees in the middle or the one on the far end, but the path right down the left hand side. But it's a 255 yard drive off the boys' tees to carry that. So from there you have a second shot and a great look at the green for eagle, but you've still got 150 to 170 yard carry to take you back onto the box. Number 18 on the Moore truly provides a champion's test for these young golfers from all over the United States and Canada.
"14 clubs. That's what they tell us a legal golf bag can hold. And while that leaves a little room for balls and tees, it doesn't leave room for much else. There's no room left for deadlines or conference calls, not a single pocket to hold the stress of the day or the to-do list of tomorrow. Only 14 clubs. Pick out the right one and drive it right down the middle of pure Michigan. Your golf trip begins at Michigan.org.
We have highlights, and with that we are going to have interviews with both the boys and the girls champion. Right now we're going to take it away as I talk to the boys champion out there right now. Joshua Quan, you are the champion of the 2020 AJGA Coca-Cola Classic at Boyne, the 19th annual tournament. How does it feel?
Feels great.
You were on the leaderboard, you were there all along, but you were kind of like 5th, 6th, 7th name on the list, and then all of a sudden I'm like, this kid, he's right there, he's tied for the lead. And was you trying to sneak up on people or waiting for people to fall back, or what was would you have a game plan or what?
Well, today didn't go exactly how I planned. I struggled for a lot of the day, but I told myself just don't make any big numbers, and birdies will come, and just hang in there.
Now, some of these holes you played at the last 2 holes of the day were 2 of the 3 toughest holes that the staff say. Number 10, which you won in sudden death, and then 18, of course. Now, and you played those masterfully today. You put it right out in the middle of the fairway. You're on the green. And was you thinking anything when PJ Maybank made that birdie to you had that 1-shot lead until he made that bird? Was you thinking, oh no, or did you think you had it in control?
Well, when he made that was a great putt, first of all. And when he made that, I said, I don't want to hit this putt too hard to try to win it, and then leave myself a tough putt coming back. So I just wanted to give it a shot. If it went in, it went in. If not, we'd go to a playoff. That's what happened.
Now, as far as this week, what was the big takeaway? This is your first victory ever on the AJGA in over 10 tries now. You are eligible to play next summer as well, going into the fall. What's the takeaway? I mean, from this tournament?
Well, it's a huge confidence booster considering there were a lot of strong players in this field, and I gained a lot of experience just coming down the stretch trying to win.
Now, I think that college coaches, that is one of the hallmark things that happen at these tournaments, and watching all the colors on all the hats, on all the logos, on all the shirts. Well, that wasn't here this week. Was that kind of a downer that you could maybe impress the scouts that way, or do you think they're going to see what you did anyway?
I wish they were here to watch, but you know, they can still see it online, and so it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, well, I just want to say congratulations. I know your family wants to get on the road. You're a very worthy champion, and we hope you come back next year and to defend it, okay?
All right.
Thank you. Now it's time that we talk to the girls champion. This 12-year-old girl beat girls that already have scholarships all lined up. They're juniors and seniors. And this girl took them all on and she beat them. We got another prodigy on her hands. And that's the one thing about the American Junior Golf Association. The best players of tomorrow often play in these tournaments all over the country. Gianna Clemente, you are the 2020 AJGA Coca-Cola champion, and you're 12 years old, but you are not a rookie. And I understand that your family has a big background in golf. Did that really help shape you and the player you are today?
Yes. My dad played in college, and he helped me. He's been helping me for over 7 years now. I had my first event when I was 5, and he's been helping me ever since. He helps me with so much stuff from my swing to all of the tournaments, and he's my best friend, and he's pretty much everything.
Well, I'm really happy to hear that. And so, being 12 years old, you're golfing against some of the young ladies that are already committed to play college golf. And did you find out anything this week? Did you know you could beat all these players, or was it something you just had to see for yourself?
Well, this is my first AJGA, and I really just came here and just tried to play my best, and it was kind of just for experience and just to play good and just play the course and not really the people. So obviously it was great to win, but I played with a lot of great people, and it was just a great experience.
Some golfers, some young ladies already have a goal on what they want to do. Do you have any goals that go long range, or are you just taking it 1 year at a time?
Yeah, you know, I do want to play in college, and I do want to go pro. I've kind of wanted to do that since I was really little, and I do want to still go pro, but overall I just want to be the best of all time.
Well, final question, it's a comment, you can turn it into an answer.
Yeah.
The first time they ran this tournament was 19 years ago, and the first 2 times a young lady won it, her name was Paula Kramer. Mm-hmm. You know who the Pink Panther is. Would that be nice to follow in her footsteps?
Yeah, of course. Obviously I said I wanted to go pro, and she's obviously a really great player, and she went pro and she did it, and I would love to do the same thing.
Gianna, congratulations. You got a long drive back to Illinois.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Unbeatable price, service, selection, and customer satisfaction?
That's the Gowling difference. Only at Gowling Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, your Ram store.
During the spring sales event, lease a 2018 Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab 4x4 starting at $199 a month employee, $259 friends and family. Or during the Ram Truck Month, lease a 2018 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4, just $239 employee, $289 friends and family. Get to Gowling Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Telegraph, north of Square Lake, just west of I-75 at exit 75.
Moose Ridge Golf Course, located down in South Lyon, Michigan, is routinely voted as one of the top 5 courses in all of Metro Detroit. There's other courses on the list, but right now we're going to take you over to Moose Ridge, as they're going to tell us all about what's going on over there. Ryan Erksleben, you related to Russell Erksleben, the kicker?
I am, actually, yes.
No way.
It's distant relative, but I want to say it's second, third cousin, somewhere in there.
I got it. Love it. Love hearing that.
Yes.
Moose Ridge Golf Course, one of the top golf courses in all of Oakland County and, of course, the state of Michigan. You took over, what, last year or this year?
This is the first year, so my background is teaching. I was an assistant pro prior to taking over the director of golf job. So my academy that was there last year, promoting junior golf, working with players, top players currently on the Corn Ferry Tour, all the way down to 5-year-olds who have never touched the club before.
Well, that's the life of a PGA professional. Moose Ridge, I've never played it. I played almost all of them, but I haven't played this particular course. Everybody says it's a dandy, and give us a couple reasons why.
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing is the rolling topography of the actual course. One of the biggest perks is the tall hardwood trees, for sure. It really does give you that up north feel. I know a lot of courses advertise that, but tall pine trees behind the driving range. There's only houses on one golf hole, so you're really out there by yourself. Tons of nature, tons of wildlife. It's truly a great piece of property.
And of course, every course has what they call a signature hole or two. Why don't you take us a little bit through about one of your favorites?
For sure. I would say number 4 is a par 5, 630 yards. A couple years ago, the Detroit Free Press ranked top hardest holes, in the state, and Moose Ridge number 4 was definitely one of those. So, very long par 4. I've hit it in 2 twice, downwind both times, but it's a great golf hole.
And well, taking a look, what's new for 2020 this year besides you? What are golfers going to find?
Yeah, for sure. In addition to myself as the new director of golf, we have a new restaurant general manager as well. New menu. We've also added in a pizza, an outdoor brick oven pizza. So that's great. I've had it quite a few times. It's great. In addition to that, full junior academy, which was new last year, but that'll be out there as well. So from memberships to
Michigan golf scene, as we're shooting it at the Flint Country Club, located up obviously in Flint, right off of I-75 and 475. It's a terrific venue. The Michigan PGA is going to be played later this summer, and with that, without further ado, we're going to take it into our segments. We'd like to thank everybody from the Michigan Golf Show, the AJGA. We'd like to thank Boyne Highlands. We'd also like to thank Scott Brodebeck of the Flint Country Club, and a whole lot more. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Make sure you check us out on www.midwestsportscene.com. Go to the Michigan Golf Scene page and you'll get everything you need to know. Same address coming up on Facebook. So whether it's our website or Facebook, please check us on out. I'm Roy Akers. Until next time, good swinging, everybody.